Okay, what we want to do now is to just show you how to set up your ticker timer in order to measure the velocity of an object. What I've got in my hand here is a ticker timer, and the ticker timer basically operates through an AC power source. Obviously the yellow on the ticker timer will connect with the yellow on the power source. The ticker timer has got a carbon paper, carbon film here, and underneath this bit of steel there is a electromagnet. The magnet goes on and off as the power from the 240 cycles through. So this is our little ticker timer, and we actually use this to measure time. So every time this goes up and down to make a mark, okay, on the paper that will be underneath the carbon, every time that goes up and down, it makes, although the interval between the dots is 0.02 of a second, or as the power is, it's 50 cycles per second, or 50 hertz. What we're going to do now is to actually plug it in, and you'll have two cables to do that. I'm going to plug it in, and the polarity doesn't matter with the ticker timer, not this instance anyway, because I'm not using DC, we're using AC. So yellow to yellow and yellow to yellow. I'm not worried about the red and the black wires, they can go either way. The next thing I'll have to do is to actually put my paper underneath, okay, not on top of, but underneath the actual carbon itself. Sometimes that's easy, sometimes it's not so easy. So I'm just going to thread that through here, and we pull it all the way through, which you'll see. And we don't want anything to obstruct our motion, so that's going to be sitting underneath the actual carbon. What we would also do is we would actually mark the start, all right? So we'll do that with a pencil on here. We're ready to start, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the power on at the power supply, and that's the sound that we actually want. So we're after that quite loud tapping sound, and when we're ready, all we're going to do is to pull this through, and what we've actually come up with here, alright, and I'll turn that off, okay, now on our tape we should actually see a whole series of dots, okay, on our tape, not too clear on the video here, alright, but you should be able to see some very, very fine dots, okay, all the way along the tape. I have to make sure also that I've labelled the start of the tape, so this would be my starting point, and I go through and I label also the final dot on the tape, okay, because I need that to work out the speed of the object. And that's really it. We could attach the tape to any object in theory, all right, but we use this for small scale measuring in the classroom. We wouldn't attach it to a car on the road, for example, to work out the speed of the car, because we'd need a fairly large bit of tape, and the resistance for that would be probably not basically doable. The tape would probably tear. So it's a ticker timer, okay, power supply, and of course the key to that really is a bit of tape, all right, and we're using the tape to measure time.